Welcome to this video on the Supreme Court case Vizcarra versus Vizcarra Nocillado. This case covers important principles regarding reconstructed birth certificates, evidentiary requirements for proving illegitimate filiation, and the validity of extrajudicial settlements of estate. In this first section, we provide an overview of the subject property, the deceased estate owner, and the competing groups of heirs involved in this dispute. The property owner was Ireneo Vizcarra, who died intestate in 1993. His estate is contested by his two legitimate children and a group of respondents claiming to be heirs of Silvestre Vizcarra, whom they allege was an illegitimate son of Ireneo. This timeline shows the procedural history. From Ireneo's death in 1993, the extrajudicial settlement in 2006, the subsequent legal complaint in 2007, and finally, the Supreme Court's ruling in January 2023. Moving to the second section, we analyze the evidence presented by the respondents to support their claim of illegitimate filiation against the lower court's findings. This table summarizes the documents offered. You can see that birth certificates, registrar certifications, and marriage contracts were found to be insufficient for proving filiation due to a lack of signature or participation by the putative father. In our final section, we review the Supreme Court's legal rulings and the doctrines applied in this case based on the Family Code. Article 172 of the Family Code provides rules for primary and secondary proof of filiation. Crucially, any action based on secondary proof must be brought during the lifetime of the alleged parent, which was not done here. The court established a mandatory threshold for birth records. A birth certificate naming a father is not competent evidence of paternity if there is no proof the father participated in its preparation. Without that, the entry is null and void. The court rejected the evidentiary claims due to discrepancies in names, the absence of the father's signature, the fact that third-party entries are void without consent, and the limited scope of marriage contracts. Because the respondents failed to prove Silvestre's filiation to a high standard, he was not considered an heir. Consequently, the extrajudicial settlement executed by the legitimate heirs was upheld as valid. In conclusion, the key takeaway is that recognition of illegitimate filiation requires voluntary participation or explicit legal proof by the putative father. Thank you for watching this summary.